What is good, YouTube? Tristan here, back with another video with my Sony ZV-E10. I got this camera last September because I needed something smaller and lighter to vlog with. I've been vlogging with the R6 for 2 years now, and sometimes it seems a little overkill, and it does get heavy, so a much smaller, lighter camera, this does the trick, shoots in 4K, that's really all I needed. So I got it with the 16 to 50 millimeter lens, which totaled out to be about 800 bucks. I was gonna go with the 10 to 18 millimeter, but that pretty much doubled the price, so I just settled with this. What I noticed right away with this lens, despite how wide it is, with the image stabilization on, the crop is pretty bad, and it doesn't really cut it when you want to vlog with it. Enter the Ulanzi Wide Angle lens, which to me is more of a lens modifier, because this thing, to me, in my opinion, it definitely isn't a lens at all. That's why I'm calling it a modifier. The cool thing about it, sorry about that noise. The cool thing about this is that if you take it apart, this part is actually a macro lens, so you can get a macro shot if you put it onto your camera. I'm never going to use it. The weird thing about this thing, though, is that you can't get your wide shot unless these two pieces are attached to each other. So you just screw it right back on, and it screws right into the threads of your lens, just like this. Come on, come on. This is a little more challenging than it should be. Okay, there we go. So then it's on, then you have your wide angle shot. Anyway, for vlogging purposes, I think this does the trip. We're actually gonna go on a little adventure today. We've been stuck in this house ever since we moved in because we've been really busy, but we finally have a free weekend and we deserve it, so we're gonna go to the mountains. I'm gonna take you guys with us, and don't worry, I will show you the difference in this shot with and without the lens modifier on. So let's go ahead and go to the mountains. Would you mind driving?
Sure.
You ready, girl? You ready, girl? Yeah? Where are we going?
Oh. Get up there, girl.
Come on, you got it. You got it. Good girl. So Steph tends to be late sometimes, so I told her that I wanted to leave at 9:30 when I really wanted to leave at 10. Right now it is 9:54, so we're on time. What would you say if I told you that I really wanted to leave at 10?
Wait.
So we're actually on time.
Whatever. You always do this to me. I'm not that late all the time.
So the setup is a Sony ZV-E10 with the 16 to 50 millimeter lens on it with the Ulanzi or the Ulanzi. Someone tell me how to say it. Tell me down in the comments below. I don't know how to say it, but it has a wide angle lens mod on it. Image stabilization is on, so there's a little bit of a crop. Because of the crop, that's why I got the lens modification, because if I take it off, that's how the shot looks. It's a little too close, so if you're vlogging with this camera, you don't have this this lens mod, this is how close your shot's gonna be. Doesn't give you much headroom, doesn't give you that wide angle shot. I'm fully extending my arm, and I'm sure no one vlogs like this, and the shot's still a little too close, but if I put it back on, I think that makes for a much wider, much better looking shot. You can see everything in the surrounding area. The views here are just ridiculous. But yeah, if you have the ZV-E10 and you have the 16 to 50 millimeter, I definitely recommend the Ulanzi lens mod, the wide angle lens mod. If you're vlogging, it almost makes it the perfect vlogging camera. There's no such thing as a perfect vlogging camera. You just gotta find the camera that works best for what you need it for. Speaking of having the right camera for you, if you're watching this video, more than likely you are in the YouTube world of filmmaking tutorials, photography tutorials, camera gear reviews. There's a lot of channels like that out there, and I've been the victim of this and I've perpetuated this, but at one point I felt like just because I watched one of my favorite YouTubers review a camera that I had to buy it because it was the latest and greatest technology, when that's not necessarily the case. And I do a lot of camera reviews on this channel too, and a lot of people have gone out and bought cameras that I've reviewed. I don't think, at least in my case, I'm out of shape, man. This hike is kicking my ass. High altitude and being out of shape is a very bad combo, just FYI. I think that for my channel at least, the purpose of this channel is to review gear, review cameras, and have you make an informed decision on whether or not it would be the best purchase for you. I'm not telling you guys to go out and spend thousands of dollars on the camera just because I think it's a good camera. You have to form that opinion yourself. So when you're watching these videos, just make sure you weigh out your pros and cons, make an informed decision. Don't go out and spend money just because I told you to or another camera reviewer told you to. Because at the end of the day, it's not what you have, it's what you do with it. We saw in 2020 and in 2021, there were a lot of cameras that were released. Sony, Canon, Fuji, Panasonic, all these heavy hitters came out with cameras. All the reviewers, I need to take a breather. All these camera reviewers were making videos about these cameras, and I felt like a lot of people just went out and got these cameras because it was the latest and greatest thing. It's funny how there seems to be like brand wars with different brands of cameras, like Sony versus Canon or Fuji versus like Panasonic or whatever. But at the end of the day, like, who really cares? Does it matter that much? I don't think so, because again, and I know I've said this over and over, but it doesn't matter what brand of camera you have. It matters what you do with it. What are the stories that you're telling? What is the importance of the moments that you're trying to capture? Those are the most important things you need to consider before buying whatever brand of camera that you're gonna go with. You got a rock in your shoe?
Yeah. It's like jumping back and forth every time I move my foot. Okay, I think it's good now.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's my new port.
This is where you live now?
Yes.
It's nice and sheltered. Is it warmer in there?
Actually, it is.
Yeah, it's a lot colder than we thought it would be. It's not that bad, but we could have worn like more clothes.
So pretty. Just so like quiet. Can't hear anything except the birds.
And the dog. All right, I know that was long-winded, but all that to say is don't go broke buying all the latest camera gear just because it just came out, just because it's brand new. And don't let me or any other filmmaking YouTuber or camera YouTuber hype it up in our videos. Go at your own pace, buy it when you feel like you're ready, and use what you have. Like, you can tell stories on your phone, for example. Use what you have, and when you're ready, upgrade to what you feel is the best purchase for you. So speaking of saving your money and being financially literate and smart with your money,
Yes.
this girl right here has her own YouTube channel. What's your channel about?
Oh my gosh, I haven't posted it in a little while, but I do have a video coming this week. Mainly my channel will be about like mortgage loans and teaching people how to buy a house and how to read the documents. But my video that's coming out this week is budgets for 2022.
And what camera will you be using?
That one. Thank you.
You're welcome. Before I end this video, I have a couple favors that I need to ask. If you like this video, if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification so when I do upload next Tuesday, you get notified. And also share this video. If you know someone that's looking for an entry-level camera or a vlogging camera, this camera is great. Share this video with them. And also tell them about the lens mod. And that's it. Let me go ahead and end this video now before the camera dies, because it has like the red flashing little battery logo. So I'm out of here, guys. See you next week. Peace.